Welcome back to the Math Inquiry Based Learning on Properties of Numbers and Arithmetic Operations. So, in the last three videos, we have been seeing how children can be encouraged to make observations by asking questions on an image prompt and how they can verify if their observation holds true for different numbers and how basically they can try to understand why something works in a certain way. So, in this continuation, we are going to see how you can model and understand addition. So, basically, children can take small pieces of grains or stones, pebbles, marbles, anything, and do an addition and see what addition actually means. The addition, if you ask small children, they would say while adding it always gets bigger and bigger. So does it mean that things that go bigger and bigger or expand, they can actually be done in any way? So is that true that addition actually makes it a bit of a property that you can add in different ways and still has the total true? And why addition actually does not have any problem when it is done in any order. So these kind of questions as you model will help you understand that addition always corresponds to making a number more than what it is. So whenever you go more, you can do in any way. And this actually can be called as a property of addition and addition based operation. So what is that property called? It is actually called a commutative property of addition. So when two numbers are added, the total remains the same. And even if the order of the two numbers are changed, the total remains the same. And this is actually called commutative property. Maybe they have given the name because the word commute refers to going back and forth, right? So you can remember it that way, that commutative comes from the word commute, which is back and forth, and you can add any number back and forth and the total will be the same. So this is a basic idea that can be derived from an image prompt by asking questions, observations, verification through a recording tool, and then inspection. Now let's do the reflection. How did you feel when you actually made your own observations from the prompt? Maybe you could have struggled a little on not knowing how to ask questions. Yes, but certainly you might have now understood that a simple activity can help you also ask questions, make observations, and not only that, how to actually verify it with different numbers and found why something works that way. So this kind of a feeling of finding on your own and the joy in thinking is the essence of inquiry-based learning. Now let's come back to another important reflection aspect. What wonder questions can you think related to this inquiry prompt? Maybe some of you might not know what does wonder question mean. So here you go with some guiding questions that can make you ask wonder questions again. So think of different variations, like changing the arithmetic operations or different number sets involved in the prompt. For example, what happens if it is a arithmetic operation is a subtract, right? Instead of a plus symbol addition, if it is a subtract or a minus symbol, what does it represent on the image? So how can I do a subtraction with this, and is my observation holds true for that subtraction scenario or a different number set? So now we took only two. What happens if we take three or four numbers? How would that happen? You can think of that. And how this prompt is related to counting. For example, you count, right? 1, 2, 3. So instead of counting, can you apply this prompt in different contexts, like, like measurement or a geometry, like, a geometrical shape with the number of sides. So you can think and ask some questions from the context of those measurement or geometry related to the observation you made. And then Also, you can think of applying the same observation in a different domain like arts or music, etc. For example, you are going to be an artist and you take two pinches of some color and another three pinches of some color and going to mix it. So will the final color be same when the way the actual mixture is made in a reverse order? So you can think and come up with many different wonder questions. These are just guiding questions. So you can come up with your own questions, any crazy questions related to the image prompt and the observation you have made. And this way you can expand your knowledge base, and we'll see in the coming episodes on how these guiding wonder questions led us to make interesting observations about other properties of the numbers and arithmetic operations. We'll see you soon, and stay tuned for the other episodes on figuring out how this math inquiry based learning is going to expand your knowledge base by asking questions, making observations. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this thinking process. Please share your observations, questions, and the reflection on the comment section. Thank you.